What's up, YouTube? I've got a battle for you with my second generation team. My opponent, I noticed right off the bat, this guy's using a Trick Room team. How do I know? Trapinch, classic Trick Room. Porygon, what is that? I can't remember his name right now, but Carcophagarius is pre-evolved form. And Solosis all have access to Trick Room. Squirtle, Trapinch, Makuhita all slow, and Trapinch and Makuhita are known Trick Room sweepers. So let's get to this battle. My opponent today is AceTrainerCurt. He's going to lead off, or I'm going to lead off with my Balto, my Houndour, as he leads off with his Porygon. I'm going to go for a Substitute on the first turn just to scat out what it's going to do, as he traces my Flash Fire. He goes for Tri Attack, and that's definitely going to break my sub. I'm going to switch out here into my Mischievous to so it doesn't get hit, but however he predicts this and goes for a Charge Beam. I'm just gonna go for a nasty plot so I can get some damage off on this, because I'm pretty sure after I get some damage off I can KO. So he goes for Shadow Ball, it's gonna hit hard, and I'm gonna go for Hidden Power. I know it's not gonna KO, and I know it's not even gonna do half damage, but I needed that damage off so I can get my Totodile in here to KO with Superpower. So in comes my Snappy Feet, my Totodile, here comes the Superpower, and he survives with like 1 HP. Which I really should have Dragon Danced first. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could take any kind of hit that it had, and even at +1, a Charge Beam, I should have Dragon Danced. So anyway, I'm going to pull back and go into my Flashlight. I don't know why I did that, because now he gets a chance to recover. I'm going to go for Thunderbolt to get off some damage. It's going to be a 2-hit KO. He goes for Tri Attack, and he's going to get burnt. He's going to burn me. So I'm going to go for another Thunderbolt, and down goes Porygon. That was probably one of the biggest threats on his team. I've got one more good hit in me, and I want to keep my Chinchou around for that hit, so I'm going to pull back and go into my Dirtbat, my Wooper. So he's going to go for Fake Out. I predict that. It's not going to do that much. I go for Recover, expecting him to go for Waterfall. He brings out his Yamask. That's what it's called, Yamask. So I'm going to go for I'm going to switch out into my Balto, expecting the Will-O-Wisp. However, he just goes for Trick Room. And here I do a misplay. He goes for a Hidden Power, and I was completely expecting this to KO. However, it doesn't, and I just went for Substitute because I thought, you know what, he's going to get KO'd anyway. So he's going to KO this next turn with another Hidden Power, and I don't know what I'm going to do. Now I'm just going to have to try and stall out the Trick Room. I send out my Strobless because I think it'll do well in the Trick Room. I go for Payback. It does a lot, but turns out it was a critical hit. So he's going to recover off that damage with an Oran Berry and take me pretty low with a Shadow Ball. I'm going to go for another Payback, and this turn the Trick Room is going to end. Right after a Shadow Ball, I'm going to be within KO range, and he's going to knock me out with one more. So down goes Strobless, one of my only real checks to Trick Room team. I send out my Snappy Feet, go for Crunch, just because I want this thing gone, and now I don't really have anything left to do with it. He's got one more hit, just like my Chinchou, so I'm going to pull back because I want to save it, and go into my Dirtbat. As he goes for a Bullet Punch, I'm going to resist the hit, it's going to do nothing, and I'm just going to try and set up on this. I go for Stockpile, and he goes for Close Combat, which does a good chunk, but I can survive another hit and go for another Stockpile. So that's what I do. I go for another Stockpile, as he goes for another Close Combat, and he's going to be at half defenses here, so I'm pretty sure an Earthquake is just going to knock it out, one hit KO. However, noticing this, he pulls back and goes into his Trapinch. I actually go for Recover because I expect him to switch out, and I'm just going to go for Blizzard to get him down below half. And I was kind of expecting it to do more, but I guess he's got more HP than I thought. I go for another Recover, it's going to get me up to full. He's going to go for Earthquake, and at this point I'm thinking, you know what, with that Life Orb recoil, I can probably just stall him out and keep going for stockpiles and stuff. So I think that's what I end up doing. He goes for another Earthquake, it's not going to do that much. I keep going for the Recovers, and thankfully he's not getting any critical hits or anything. So he gets KO'd this turn as he sends out his Solosis. I go for another Recover, and he's actually going to go for a Psychic, which does a good chunk but less than Earthquake. So I go for my own Earthquake, it's going to be a 2-hit KO, and he goes for Trick Room. Now, I'm not sure what he's trying to do, but all I know is I've got to stall out the next few turns, because Trick Room, I need to stall, I need to get my, keep going for Recover, so that way I can stall it out. Now, I'm kind of expecting him to get some defense drops here, but he's not, which is really kind of surprising. And at this range of HP, I go for an Earthquake this turn. He finally gets the defense drop with the Psychic, but now it doesn't matter. And it also happens this is the turn the Trick Room is going to end. He sends out his Makuhita, and I'm going to go for Recover to get my HP back up. And he goes for Belly Drum on the off chance I wasn't the Unaware set, which I am, which is really unfortunate for him. I go for Earthquake, it's not quite enough to KO, as he goes for Close Combat and it's going to do nothing. So, next turn, gonna Earthquake, gonna take him down, and that's the end of Makuhita. He sends out his Squirtle, his last Pokemon. He's gonna Fake Out me, just stalling for time, and he goes for Brick Break, I'm just gonna go for Earthquake. It's gonna be a 2-hit KO, and that's pretty much the end of the battle. So yeah, I took down most of his team with my Wooper. Good going, Dirtbet.